remove wheel, fuse box. There's two nuts, 10 millimeters, 10 screw, and then there's a little plug right here. Flip it off of these and unplug these. Those metal tabs fit in here, so there's little push pins. You push in and it slides all off. This is upside down. Now we're ready to access that bolt and that bolt. Unbolt them with a 17 millimeter. Have the battery unbolted for positive unconnected before you do all this electrical stuff. And now we're going to access that nut, unbolt it, and then these two pieces will come off. Use a ball joint separator if you need it. Hand pressure is enough usually to get that nut so that the bolt isn't spinning while you try to turn the nut. Like that. Pushing down. Ball joint assembly out. Just pull on this to see if you can get any extra play. If there is, replace the whole assembly or replace the bushings in each one of these pieces. This can be done with the unit still in the car, but once you disconnect the lower assembly, if you do that, you can test this to see if it's loose. But as you can see, all kinds of water has gotten in here and corrosion. Just pulling up and down and hearing a click, you know this is bad. This method to push the ball joint out. From this kit number 27023, there's a press, and there is just the press portion of this. You won't need anything else. From 27310, there's a little receiving disc right here, number 27310K, and then there's a little piece on top from the OEM adapter set here, which is the 27164A, which comes from this kit over here. This is a Honda adapter kit for the 27164. These are all rentals free from AutoZone. Set it up on the ground like this and turn it. This is about as far as you're going to get, and then you need to finish it up with a hammer. I'm going to use two things. I'm going to use part number 27164A, which I had been using. I'm going to use something that will receive it as a hammer in, which just happens to be this that will fit. Receiving tube 27310H. These are in parts of those kits. Very easily knocked it through with this sledgehammer. It only took a couple of hits to get it through. Ball joint, part number 104330, I think. Honda cord, and the part looks like this up against the old part, genuine Honda part, and that's with the boot off. This is with this boot on. We're going to take the boot off to push it into place, I believe, because it's bigger circumference, and then put the boot back on. All using 27310H receiving tube, and press 27023D. Tighten it down and it's on. All using 27310H receiving tube, press tool, and disc. Here it is installed. Now we're going to put the cap back on, the boot back on. We're going to put a grease fitting on. Here's the circlip installed right here, and I did it with a screwdriver. It can be done with pliers as well, but you start and push on one end of this, and you tap it down with a hammer and work your way around. It goes all the way on perfectly. It goes on the bottom, it holds it in place from coming out. Then the boot goes on next, and again with the same screwdriver, I'm going to ease this wire on top of the boot without damaging the boot. It's ready to be fitted on. On the other side, you're going to squirt grease in through the fitting. I don't have a grease fitting, so I'm going to put my grease in here to start with. So I'm going to do like this. Here's the ball joint installed with the metal retaining ring for the boot and everything all ready to go into the car. Here it is, reinstalled, tightened down, torque fitting to a torque specification 17 millimeter. The boot just kind of brushed itself back into place as I tighten this down, and there's your grease fitting. Everything's back in place. Box back in place. 2 bolts installed. 1, 2, and clip back in. What else? All clips were put back in back here, and battery reinstalled, and that's it.